Well, my goodness, this news will probably leave Angel Reese's mom in shambles.
What occurs when one player attracts so many spectators that NHL management are sweating? Ask Angel Reese's mother's social media meltdown exposes the drama behind the scenes as the focus switched away from her daughter, while Caitlin Clark's preseason debut broke viewership records with 1.3 million viewers.
At this point, of course, she's upset. She made a couple of comments a couple of days ago about people literally covering statistical data involving attendance. That's a problem. That's hate.
Like a meteor striking a serene lake, the entire league ecosystem has been shaken by Clark's arrival. The increase in viewership indicates that something more significant is about to happen in women's basketball. A dramatic change in power dynamics that is changing the WNBA's landscape. This drama goes beyond the court, raising concerns about who will be in charge of the league's future course.
For this game. Tickets for this game actually sold out within the hour when it was announced, and people were lining up for over 3 hours before the game just to get into this arena. So to say that this game was highly anticipated and was hyped up would be an understatement.
Correct, as 1.3 million people watched a WNBA preseason game rather than the playoffs or the finals. A preseason match that has no bearing on the standings when it comes to women's basketball. This is incredible.
Caitlin Clark's preseason debut drew 1.3 million viewers. That's nuts, folks.
When you consider that Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever debut attracted more views than the Colorado Avalanche versus Winnipeg Jets NHL playoff game taking place at the same time, the enormity becomes evident.
And just to give you an idea, I did pull up other ratings from that day. This game beat NHL playoff ratings. Think about that a minute. National Hockey League playoff ratings, a WNBA game, a preseason WNBA game, not only beat those ratings, destroyed them. I think the highest rated NHL game was roughly 430,000 viewers behind this game.
NHL executives are in a panic after their playoff numbers were surpassed by a preseason women's basketball game, and preseason planners are also worried because they struggled to reach these numbers for their exhibition games. Even LeBron James switching teams or Zion Williamson's first high-profile NBA events attracted fewer viewers for their pointless games. A rookie playing in her first exhibition game outgrew professional hockey players vying for the Stanley Cup.
More watched than any NBA game, preseason game, since 2018. So that's been a long time ago. All but 2 NBA preseason games since 2010. So this game, only 2 NBA preseason games in the last 15 years had bigger ratings than this game. One of them was LeBron's Los Angeles Lakers debut.
The effect on the WNBA is revolutionary. When a practice game pulls more views than the championship series, something exceptional is happening in women's basketball. Last year, Clark broke the previous audience record for the WNBA Finals opening between Las Vegas and New York, which attracted significantly less viewers.
This was a preseason WNBA game. Do you understand what I mean? A preseason WNBA game.
In order to fit more Fever games into prime time slots, ESPN management are restructuring their whole broadcast schedule. Instead of a one-time bump, all signs point to the fact that Clark is a ratings goldmine, and they are racing to take advantage of this phenomena.
So this is what an actual crowd looks like. Chloe Peterson put this up. That is a sold-out arena. 14,998 people. That's all it could hold. They all showed up in Caitlin Clark's college arena.
This makes it difficult for other sports leagues to compete when a rookie, age 22, draws fans away from their well-established offerings. Despite their decades-long histories, the NHL and NBA are vying for fans' attention by focusing on a player who hasn't begun her regular season. Clark's style of play holds the key. Her shooting range is practically limitless, her game is electrifying, and even casual fans tune in to watch what incredible play she will make next. She performs with a joy and confidence that fills screens all around the country.
For this game. So there were 14,998 people in attendance for this game at Harvard Hawkeye.
Clark's 1.3 million viewers demonstrate that women's basketball has discovered its first real crossover star, someone who appeals to both casual viewers and ardent basketball fans. She is changing the way that people regard women's sports as entertainment.
I saw somebody earlier say it. No, man, she really is Jordan for this era. There is not a single national, look, never mind, forget the WNBA for a minute. There's not a single National Basketball Association player that is moving the needle anywhere close to this right now. Let's be real. I mean, fans lined up. I mean, come on.
Angel Reese's mother was going completely crazy on social media while Clark was making history on the court. She shared posts left and right, and what she shared reveals everything about the jealousy that is currently brewing in the WNBA. This wasn't just a friendly argument or constructive criticism, though it was a full-on social media meltdown.
Oh, that certain fan base looking in the stands, celebrating quote attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. You got that right. Different years, same haters. Have a great day.
Her posts, which were candid and unvarnished and filled with finger-pointing and accusations, made it obvious that she was unhappy with the state of affairs at a time when millions of fans were commemorating Clark's incredible debut. In an attempt to draw attention away from the in-court accomplishments, Reese's mother jumped online.
The college where Angel Reese won the national championship, she made a homecoming, and the arena was less than half full. 13,215 available seats was the capacity. They didn't even sell half of those.
Main grievance considering those astounding numbers, Clark is getting too much attention. With 1.3 million viewers and $670,000 in ticket sales, it's clear why Clark is in the spotlight. Fans will pay thousands of dollars to watch her play in a preseason game.
This Caitlin Clark preseason game outdrew the finals game 1 rating from last year. Oh, get mad. Get angry. These folks are going to be livid.
Instead of being performance-based, the social media engagement presented Clark's success as privileged motivated. Reese's mother actively participated in posts alleging that Clark benefited from media favoritism and white privilege. She even shared comments implying that the rookie was being overhyped despite having a record-breaking college career. These accusations ignore the fact that Clark is an excellent basketball fan.
She is the needle. I mean, honestly. All the while, you got Angel Reese's mom. By the way, she put this out in the public space. And as part of that, we can give commentary on it if we want to.
Their animosity in college has turned into a professional rift, and the difference between Clark Reese's methods is remarkable. While the Reese camp uses social media commentary to participate in off-color controversy, Clark keeps all of his attention on her performance.
And we have seen it over and over and over again. Instagram followers do not translate into viewership on television during actual basketball games. It does great if you're a content creator. Good on you for that. But that's not what we're talking about here. Caitlin Clark is a different phenomenon, a phenom. She's right there. She's proving in comparison to the National Basketball Association.
When preseason game ticket prices average $670, you know something crazy is going on. I call this Clarkonomics. Now, consider that people are spending almost $700 to watch players who are essentially still figuring out their team chemistry. For comparison, that's the same as paying for a front-row concert experience at a major music festival, but this is for a game that has no bearing on the standings.
Average reported ticket price was $650. Now, if you do the math here and you do 15,000 people times $650, that is almost $9.75 million just for a WNBA preseason game.
Sculptor, when Clark made his basketball debut, Hawkeye Arena was completely packed, with 15,000 yelling fans crammed into every seat to see their hometown hero return in a professional uniform. These fans paid top dollar for a pointless game because watching Clark play basketball has become an event they cannot miss.
This is the line from outside the arena to get in for this game. Caitlin Clark pointed this out in an interview with Holly Rowe, people were tailgating out there like it was the NFL to get.
With titles at stake, the economic influence of a single player is changing the WNBA landscape, with some resale tickets fetching $6,000 more than many fans pay for NBA Finals events.
This team is going to break so many records this year. I know we've talked about it. Attendance, viewership, merch sales, all of the things. The fan base that rides behind this Indiana Fever team, even the game that I was at that Caitlin Clark didn't play, the attendance was recorded at 12,461. Even with it being a preseason game that Caitlin didn't play in, there is so much motion behind this team. And I think the more that the Indiana Fever wins, the greater that they are this season. That bandwagon of fans is just going to continue growing.
The energy of a Final Four was present in the environment within. Angel Reese just got hit with the kind of reality check that could shatter. A phone screen turns out her WNBA preseason debut attracted fewer eyeballs than rerun of a backyard chess tournament on public access TV, and let's just say she didn't exactly take it like a champ.
For Brazil, here's Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo! And a little point afterwards. I mean, come on.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, she's out here breaking TV ratings like they owe her money getting compared to Taylor Swift or Beyoncé, except she has a jump shot from the logo. Reese's ratings on the other hand had all the visibility of a ninja in a blackout. So what happened? How did the self-proclaimed IDG girl of women's basketball turn invisible overnight? This isn't just a slip, it's a nosedive so public it's trending in real time. If you're riding with Caitlin, comment baby goat over baby giraffe down below. Let's go.
Why? People want to buy Caitlin Clark things, and they especially want to buy Caitlin Clark Nike things.
Angel Reese marched into the WNBA like she was headlining Coachella. Confidence sky aura turned all the way up, but what she got was more open mic night at the abandoned bowling alley energy. The audience, crickets and tumbleweeds. National TV viewers, they were somewhere else entirely, probably watching reruns of Storage Wars. What should have been her big splash turned into a tiny ripple barely noticed.
Viewers, who thought that we would see the day where WNBA numbers were overtaking NBA numbers? And you guys, I predict that this is going to be something that happens for the entirety of the WNBA season, especially with this Indiana Fever team. This is motion. This is hype like we have never seen. And I thought it was going to be like this, but when you see the numbers right in front of you, 1.3 million viewers for a preseason game, and a preseason game where they won by 64 points.
Let's rewind to the preseason kickoff where the Chicago Sky squared off against Brazil's national team at LSU Angels' supposed home turf. With the blend of Brazilian flair and a college crowd that once crowned their self-proclaimed queen, expectations were sky high, but the result, crickets, literal crickets, may have outnumbered the viewers'. TV ratings were so low even snail mail moved faster. If a DVD logo bouncing on a screen had replaced the game feed, it might have pulled in more engagement. That's how non-existent the buzz was.
Now notice that was in fact, and that did in fact look like a full house.
Then came game 2, Sky versus Lynx. Reese's supposed bounce-back performance, spoiler alerted, flopped harder than a discount inflatable pool. She showed up expecting pyro and applause, but all she got were a few pigeons doing lazy flyovers and a part-time blogger at Wendy's Live tweeting between spicy nugget orders. The Energy was so dry, even the scoreboard looked like it wanted to go home early. It was less can't-miss sports moment, and